This segment is sponsored by Trey Harrell Law. It's another edition of Trey Helps. Attorney Trey Harrell is joining us with much more. It's been a minute. Good to see you,
buddy.
You doing well?
I'm trying, trying to get through this daylight savings time.
You were talking about the kids as well.
Yeah.
What we're talking about today, though, is something that I'm sure every driver that owns a cell phone has been guilty of at some time or another. Let's get right into it. We've heard that the hands-free law we have heard that the hands-free law for months, but something that just changed the latter part of February. What do drivers need to know about how enforcement is shifting?
Yeah. When the law came into effect in September, they were only giving warnings, right? But at the end of February, they started writing tickets. They gave 12,000 warnings from September to February. Now they're giving $100 tickets.
Wow.
So it's not like people wised up and weren't using their cell phones. They just kept right on doing it.
Yeah, fabulous. Now that the $100 tickets are being written, what do you see as the biggest habit drivers still are struggling to break?
I think it's the quick check. You know what I mean? It's the you see your phone, you're at a stoplight or something, and you just pick it up, want to just check it real quick, get that dopamine hit. This is just what we all do. And I think that's the hardest part. I mean, the law says if you're holding your phone, you're breaking the law, right? And no portion of the phone can be touching the body or anything. Don't have it under your leg.
Okay.
Don't have it on your lap.
Okay.
And so it's just those simple things that we just all do. They're now illegal. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it could actually be in a holder, and if you're touching it, you're breaking the law.
Essentially, yeah. Hands free.
Yeah. Next question, which you and I were talking during the commercial break, which is extremely important, especially for our viewers to know that. How do you prove a driver was actually distracted if they claim that they weren't holding their phone?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we can do. Pre-litigation, there's software out there that we can go utilize to see if someone liked a photo, we're scrolling at a certain time, we're active at a certain time. It's amazing what the technology can get, and if my small law firm can get that, you can already know what the insurance companies are going to be able to have. And then once we get into litigation, we can subpoena phone records, and we can see when text came through, when stuff went out, how it moved around. There's so much data to be gathered from a phone. You'd be very surprised at all the data you can get, plus how easy it is to actually get that data.
And you can tell right up to the minute, possibly right up to the second, whether that person had that phone in their hand, whether it was being used. It could have been in the folder, and they could have been punching something in too.
Yeah. If they were messing with their phone, typically we can figure it out pretty quickly.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't do it, basically.
Don't do it, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things that if you're caught and you're driving with your phone and you're in an auto accident while you're using your phone, it is a reckless disregard of human safety. It is distracting. It'll harm it, and we'll go get punitive damages on you if you cause a wreck for that.
Yeah. If you feel, in my opinion, if it's that important that you have to answer the phone, pull over to the next restaurant, pull over to the side of the road, way away from all the traffic and everything, and answer it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they'll just be saying, hey, would you bring a gallon of milk
basically
back to the house?
Basically, that's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Are distracted drivers rules stricter for commercial truck drivers than they are for the rest of us? Big time. It seems like they would be the same.
They would be, but listen how ridiculous this is. This is how lax the situation is, and it needs to be fixed. If you get 2 violations within 3 years, you lose your CDL for 60 days. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
A tractor trailer fully loaded without somebody paying attention to it because they're distracted is an unguided missile. That needs to be a little stricter for that, right? I mean, you've got an 80,000-pound vehicle when it's fully loaded just flying down the interstate. And if you look down at your phone for 5 seconds and you're going 55 miles an hour, you travel the length of a football field. So imagine that with basically an unguided missile going that far.
That's a great correlation.
Yeah, everybody knows college football, so you know how long that is. So if you glance down for 5 seconds, football field at 55 miles an hour, just don't glance down. And if you're a CDL driving a commercial truck, definitely don't look at your phone. There's too much at risk. Yeah.
A lot of people, not just CDL drivers, but elsewhere, they'll wear a headset with a microphone. Now, if they reach up to touch that to answer
I don't think that's an issue. I think they're being safe in that scenario because, you're going to talk. You got the hands-free on your car that pops through. Do the things you got to do to be safe with it. But anybody that's looking at Instagram or TikTok while they're driving, you still see that. You're on 526 and you can look over and someone's just scrolling away on their phone. Don't do that.
Have you got into self-driving cars yet?
What do you mean?
Utilizing your cell phone, hands-free, non-self-driving car.
I mean, we haven't had any of that stuff come our way, but it's going to be interesting as that breaks down. Yeah,
it's going to be probably pretty soon, I would think. If someone is watching is involved in a collision and they suspect that the other driver was on their phone, what are the first things that they should do?
First thing you should do after a collision, no matter what, whether someone's on their phone or not, make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Right. Double check, make sure you're okay. Yeah. But if you think and then call law enforcement, take photos, all that stuff. But if you think someone was on their phone, it's even more important to get to the attorney quicker because it's funny how, particularly with a tractor trailer, how evidence tends to disappear. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It just magic. Yeah. So you want to make sure that if you're in an accident and someone was distracted, that you get to that lawyer so we can get letters out, preservation letters, whatnot, so that evidence doesn't just, disappear. Yeah. Or if it does, there's a problem.
And if you're okay, start taking those pictures.
Yeah, definitely.
Because as we've said before, documentation is everything.
Is everything. Making sure you're okay is the most important, right? Yeah. And those around you, make sure don't be a jerk. Like make sure everybody's okay, right? Don't say I'm sorry. But always make sure everybody's okay, and just anytime any kind of pushback, just reach out to our office.
Always, Trey helps.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. We're back with more Low Country Live right after this. Stay with us.